101. 101. 101. Dalmatian Street.
This is a dog's world. There's a whole lot of love to give.
Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to our next Disney movie that got its own spin-off TV series. It is 101 Dalmatian Street, and based on the title, this is a spin-off from 101 Dalmatians. This TV series was seen on Disney Channel. It was released on March 18, 2019, and it had its final episode aired on February 22nd, 2020. So here is the cast. Josh Brenner was Dylan, Michaela Dietz was Dolly, Rashawn Stone was Doug, Ella Kinian was Delilah, Nefeli Karakostas was Dizzy, Flory Wilkinson was Dee Dee, Rise Isaac Jones was Dawkins, Bert Davies was Diesel, Kyle Stoller was Dante, Lauren Lindsay Donas was Destiny and Deja Vu, Abigail Zoe Lewis was Dallas, Jack Binston was Delgado, Maxwell Apple was DJ, Nikhil Parmer was Deepak, Akia Henry was Da Vinci, Margot Powell was Dorothy, and Rocco Wright was Dimitri 1, 2, and 3. And for the recurring cast members, we have Harriet Carmichael as Clarissa the Corgi and Fetch, Doc Brown as Sid the Squirrel and Spencer Sausage Dog, Connor McNeil as Fergus the Fox, Ramses Hardiker as Hansel the Husky, Paloma Faith as Portia Poodle, Tamika Epson as Pearl the Police Horse, Amy Fifen Edwards as Arabella, Big Feet, and Summer, Rufus Jones as Constantine, Bethan Wright as Prunella Pug, Akia Henry as Roxy, Daniela Denby Ash was Snowball, Joshua Leclerc as Hunter DeVille, Michelle Gomez as Corella DeVille, Stephen Mangan as Dr. Dave, Ollie Murs as Spike the Cornish Doberman, and Miriam Margolis as Bessie the Cornish Cow. So here are the facts all about 101 Dalmatian Street. Number 1, the backstory. 101 Dalmatian Street is a British animated television series created by Miklos Weigert that premiered on Disney Channel in the UK and Ireland from March 18th, 2019 to February 22nd, 2020. It is produced by Passion Animation Studios and animated by Atomic Cartoons in Canada and features the voices of Josh Brenner, Michaela Dietz, Rashawn Stone, and Ella Kinian. It is loosely based on the 1956 novel The 101 Dalmatians by Dodie Smith and in Disney's film franchise. It is the second television series following 101 Dalmatians, the series, to be based on the franchise. The series is set almost 60 years after the original 1961 film 101 Dalmatians and follows a large family of 101 Dalmatians who live at the title address in Camden Town, London. A graphic novel based on this series by Papercut's D is for Dalmatians was released on October 15th, 2024. Number 2, the production. 101 Dalmatian Street is based on a pitch by Antu Harlan and Jonas Uti of Finland's Gigglebug Entertainment to Disney's original animation team in London. The team developed the plot with Passion Animation Studios, which produces the series. Animation on the episodes was done by Atomic Cartoons, a Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada-based studio, while a number of shorts starring the characters were produced by Gigglebug. Although the show was produced with digital animation, the characters are designed with a hand-drawn outline, looking remnants to the original exography look of the film. The creators claimed at the Annecy International Animated Film Festival that they purposely never watched the direct-to-video sequel, live-action movies, or the original series, and only watched the original movie. They often had to cheat when it came down to keeping up with the 99 dogs, so there are some shorts where the number of puppies go way beyond 101. Miklos Weigert serves as the chief director of the series, with Maria O'Loughlin as the head writer and Cara Speller as the executive producer. The series had 26 episodes ordered. Number 3, the shorts. We'll start off with the Gigglebug Guarantee, which came out in 2018 and ended in 2019. As part of the series, there were a total of 10 shorts made. They were released worldwide, but only 6 were released in the UK, though the last 4 shorts have been seen on the 2-part clip show Puppy Dreams. In the United States, the first 5 shorts in production order aired in the middle of the broadcast. The United States broadcast order would usually consist of 2 half-hour episodes per broadcast. The other 5 shorts, however, aired during reruns of the show. All of the shorts were directed by Jonas Uti, written by Maria O'Loughlin, and executive produced by Antu Harlot. Next shorts are The Animals vs. Humans, which came out in 2019. Animals vs. Humans is a series of short internet videos that are published on YouTube by Disney Channel. Each episode has the same plot. Dolly stops riding her skateboard and will hang out with Dylan to watch a competition game known as Animals vs. Humans. Each game would revolve around a different subject, and both dogs would watch funny live-action videos about humans and animals. The animals would always win. Dylan and Dolly continue to chat about the subject until Dolly gives out a trigger word as the pups would hug Dylan and Dolly. A total of 15 shorts were released worldwide, but only 4 were released in the UK. Number 4, the release. The series was originally going to be released sometime in 2018, but was postponed for unknown reasons. However, it did have a sneak peek on Disney Channel in the UK and Ireland on December 14th that year with the episode Dog's Best Friend and the short Merry Pups. Disney Channel in Germany also premiered a sneak peek of the series on December 15th with the 2 segments of the first episode, and other Disney channels across Europe followed suit. The rest of the series launched in the United Kingdom and Ireland on March 18, 2019, with other countries following after. The show concluded airing in the UK and Ireland on February 22, 2020, and it was canceled after 1 series. Reruns continued airing until March 31, 2020. Though the series was originally going to be released on Disney Channel worldwide on June 11, 2019, the Annecy Film Festival reported that the series would have a North American streaming release on Disney+. The entire series was released in the United States and Canada on February 28, 2020, following the UK air date of the series finale. The show later had its US cable television premiere on Disney XD on March 29, 2021, and the final episodes aired on the channel on November 22, 2021. So 101 Dalmatian Street, never heard of it, obviously, because it is... It came out in the UK and Ireland first, and it kind of makes sense because 101 Dalmatians, it takes place in the UK to begin with, and that makes sense to me at least. And I love the fact that majority of like the Dalmatian puppies, they're all given like D names. That's really cool. And I also love the fact that 101 Dalmatians has gotten 2 television series. It had 101 Dalmatians, the series, and now we have this one, which was pretty cool. And it's not the only Disney movie that got 2 television series. There's another one. I don't know if there's any more, but I do know that there's The Mighty Ducks that got 2 television series. And what I also want to know about this is that if this plot line, it says that it takes place like 60 some odd years after the original movie came out in 1961, which makes sense. So are these new Dalmatian puppies, are they related to Pongo and Perdita at all? If not, that's just a big coincidence that there's another family of 101 Dalmatians. But I'm wondering if these are like the great grand puppies of Pongo and Perdita, because then that would just make sense to me. Because the names of the puppies, they're not from the movie. It's like there's no Lucky, there's no Rolly, there's no Penny, there's no Patch. And like none of those names are listed as characters at all. And I love the fact that they've kept Cruella de Vil as a recurring character because it just makes sense. And I watched the theme song for this series, and you can tell like with the hand-drawn animation that is put in there, it looked kind of interesting. But the fact that it only got 1 season, probably because if you notice the release date, it stopped airing in February of 2020. So I'm wondering if this is like before COVID was officially announced, or it was kind of like brewing in the air, but who knows? Maybe it just wasn't that popular to begin with, but who exactly knows? So there you have it. Those are the facts to 101 Dalmatian Street. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.